Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining us here in Grand Theft Auto 5. I have a crazy episode for you guys because today I wanted to look at something that many of you have reached out to me saying that you think is definitively true, and that is that the satellite array is pointing towards the Zancudo UFO. But I do not think that's true. I think that it could be a huge missing piece of the Chiliad mystery. We're going to look at it in the live stream, try to figure this out, because it's pointing us to a location that I feel is really pretty much unanswered, and it's one of those locations that is definitely involved with this whole mystery, yet not a single person can say why or what it does lead to. So let's get into it, guys. Thanks for everyone joining up here in the live stream. Trippy Gamer 2987, Yo Minkster, Trippy Donut, The And, Matt the Beast, Seth Thomas. What's happening, guys? Hope you all had a great Monday. We're going to get into a crazy live stream. Like I said, when it comes to the Chiliad mystery, it goes unanswered, but there's some things that we certainly need to look into, especially with us, because we are working on our 100% playthrough of the game, and it's all going to conclude with us killing Michael. We've come to the conclusion that Michael has to go. I'll put a link in the description for anybody who's not aware of, what our current theory is on that whole situation. But before we get to that, I feel like we need to at least figure out some of the ground rules, I guess you can call them, some of the basic elements of the Chiliad mystery, and one of them being this satellite. Guys, I mean, look at it. They all point in the same direction, right? Except for this one. This is the only satellite that points in a separate direction altogether. And although many of you guys think that it is common knowledge that it points to the Zancudo UFO, I don't think that's the case. Obviously, we are going to figure that out once and for all in this live stream. What's going on, guys? Hope you all are doing good. Jonathan Nassau, what's happening? Hydra vibes. The satellite is a whole mystery on its own. We need to solve that before we solve the Chiliad mystery. Well said, Hydra vibes. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Shout out to Top Cat. Appreciate the mods joining up, helping everybody out in the chat. This is a live event. It's a huge episode on the channel, of course, but those of you who are here live, definitely let me know what you think. Drop your comments, and definitely let me know what you think about the satellite array here in GTA 5, because this is a very obvious clue that we're looking at here, guys. I mean, you're not telling me that this isn't one of the first things that you looked at in the game, like, okay, one satellite's pointing a different direction. And think about those of us who've been playing the game from the start. We didn't even know about the UFOs at the time. So then it was really like, what the heck's going on here? One thing I'll point out, guys, they changed it in the next gen version to give it the same green color from the Space Docker and the same green color that shines down from the Zancudo UFO. Good to see everybody here once again. Frank Groot, Frankie Bays. What's up, Frankie? Appreciate the follow on Twitter, Frankie. Hey, RJ, thanks for retweeting my tweet. Yeah, no problem, Frank the Groot. So, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. This is definitely going to be a pretty epic live stream, because like I said, I feel like we're going to figure out once and for all what's going on with this satellite. I did mean to reach out to some of the members of the PC Grand Theft Auto 5 community. So if you guys do have the PC edition, definitely let me know in the chat, because we'll probably need your help, for this particular mission in the Grand Theft Auto 5 Chiliad mystery. So once again, guys, we're going to look at this satellite right here, or satellite dish, I should call it. Shout out to Paul Curry. What's happening, Paul? Jacob Thompson. A lot of people just getting to the live stream. Perfect timing. We're just now jumping into it. Dodge Man. What's happening, Dodge Man? Shout out to the doctor. Looks like the cops won't leave us alone. I mean, come on. You can't reach us up here, guys. Just leave us alone at this point. Now, you see the satellite right here, right? And we're going to be doing some experiments Nice. Minkster's on the PC. Good to know, Minkster. I definitely need your help for this one. Especially if maybe you have some kind of mod that can really get to the bottom of this. Alright, Frank Groot, you pronounce my name as Fernka. Fernka. Okay, I got it. It's a pretty cool name, actually. So I think we might have to reload it. I'm going to jump down. I don't know if Old Man Michael can survive the fall. But remember, guys, they changed it up in this, basically this whole next-gen version of the game to give it a green light that appears right here. Of course, only at nighttime. But that is definitely a big change to the game. It's something that it shows you. You know, when they're adding different things to, you know, to mysterious parts of the Chiliad mystery, they're basically just trying to get us to notice it even more. Oh, nice landing, Michael. Oh, come on, cops. They couldn't at least go in and try to handcuff the guy? I'll give some shout-outs. We'll reload it. We do have a chopper on standby right there at the satellite dish, guys. Rob the Jet 2K. I restarted my GTA 5 single player to tag along with you, Trippy. Heck yeah, Rob. That's awesome, man. Shout out to James Dennington. I watched the mission Black Project on San Andreas, and I think the jetpack theory could have a similarity with the secret side mission. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You know, obviously that one is at the military base in San Andreas. It's underground. So that's why a lot of us feel like there's got to be some sort of underground portion to Fort Zancudo. Especially when you go to that one bunker where the UFO shines down the sunbeam, there's a -1. It's all just one big, it's like everything makes sense and then doesn't make sense. 00 Snake. Yo-Yo 00 Snake. Whit Wister. Reminds me of the scene from The Cable Guy. Jeez, we might be the only people in this entire stream who've watched that movie, Whit. Just kidding. I mean, Jim Carrey's a legend. Shout out to Shay Ortega. I have never even launched it yet. I bought it during the last stream sale, but never got around to playing it. Gold King Lion, what's happening? Alright guys, so once again, we're at the satellite array. We have our chopper. And this is the one lone satellite dish. I mean, pretty obvious to see. They're all facing one direction, except for one. Many of you think that this one points towards the Fort Zancudo UFO. But I don't think that's the case. And that's why I feel like, you know, if people really do think that, and it's not true, then that's obviously a huge missing component. But we're going to test this multiple ways, and then we're going to get to the bottom of this as far as the location that it is actually pointing us to, because that particular location, it could hold the key, guys. We're going to look at it in this live stream. So I'm going to try to do my best. Once again, we have a couple different ways we're going to try this. But I'm going to do my best to go straight. And how we're going to do this, you know, I'm not even going to look forward, right? We're just going to see if we can fly to where that is pointing perfectly with the helicopter. It's got to be aligned perfectly. And it could be a little bit off, not going to be perfect. Oh, shoot. A little bit off there. Okay. There we go. Now we're back on course there. But you guys can see it right there in the back. I mean, it's definitely aligned with us. And we'll see if it takes us to the military base. I mean, many people have reached out to me as of late, guys, telling me that obviously the satellites are something that are big. And they're like, and the satellite is pointing right towards the Zancudo UFO. They're like, that must mean we have to fly the Zancudo UFO, right? I mean, take it. Some of these are young bucks, so you never know. But here we go. I think I'm a little bit off, guys. But the bottom line is, I mean, we're not even close to the military base. The military base is right over here. Or right over here. And we're over there. So You know, it just seems off. Let's try something else. So where is it pointing us towards? There's Fort Zancudo over there. And if we're thinking that, it maybe points towards the bunker. And I would say that makes sense because you have the light from the satellite dish there. You know, the new green light that they added. It lines up with the space docker as well as the light on the bunker. So to think that it is pointing right there, that does make sense, but it doesn't seem to line up. That's why I'm thinking on the computer version, the PC version, of course, if there was somehow maybe a mod to where you can do a perfect line, then you can find out precisely the exact point that the satellite dish is pointing towards. Shout out to Trippy Blood Dragon. What's up, Blood Dragon? So it's right about there, right? That's where the UFO is. And for everyone visiting in the live stream, we are going to check out the UFOs later on in the live stream as well. Alright. So right there. So let's check this out, guys. You know, because the cool thing about this location from the satellites is on the map, it is basically a straight line. You know how on the joystick here, you can go left and right without worrying about it too much, you know, going up or down a little bit. So here's where the UFO is, right there. So we'll go right directly. And yeah, see, I guess it's a little bit off there. So here they are right here. You can even see they're on the map, of course. Go left. There it is. Pretty close. So if we're right here, okay, and the UFO, you can see it on here, looks like clamshells. This is clearly the one pointing in the different direction. So we're going to take a straight line towards that UFO. Oh, geez, what do we have? 2 stars? Oh, man. What, did we fly too close to the military base? Alright, well, we'll reload it, guys, and fly right over. Not too far of a flight. Give some shout-outs here. What's happening in the live chat? Everybody doing good on a Monday? Blood Dragon. Captain Shark, what's happening, Shark? Jason Johnson. Whoa, what's going on here? I got him off your tail. Run, buddy. I'll reload it. So we're going to do a quick flight, and you'll see, I know right now you might be like, so how is this going to possibly line up to everything? So you'll see. Patience, young Padawan. Shout out to Delirious. What's happening, Delirious? Jaden Vigil. Yo Jaden. Otaku Menace. I'm about a third through editing that Pearl accent video. Nice. Yeah, let me know on Twitter. I believe you reached out to me on Twitter, Otaku. Maybe we'll work on a trippy color guide or something, because those are pretty cool. I mean, a lot of people have reached out asking us exactly what colors they were. I've had to go back into the video to find out. Shout out to Trippy Gamer. Appreciate that, Trippy Gamer. Oh, hell yeah. Trippy Gamer taking the Trippy community to the next level, guys. Alright, so let's fly back over. Once again, guys, you will see the exact location that this is taking us to. It's definitely interesting. It's one of the... It's probably not the most unanswered location in the game, but it's up there. In fact, I think that there's 2 locations other than the Chiliad mural itself that just are more unanswered than any other in all of GTA 5. Shout out to Hammer Viking. Like this stream. Appreciate that, Hammer Viking. Tyrese McKeon Vlogs. What's up, Tyrese? Welcome to the stream. MLG Gaming. I went to Lester's house and shot the Illuminati poster. Nice, MLG Gaming. Alright, so let's get into position here, but not too close. God forbid we piss off the military. Blow us up again. Alright, so here we are. We get a little bit better in position. Satellite dish right here. Okay, so the bunker, it's a little bit closer to the mountain. Okay, so right about there, I'd say is between the bunker and the satellite. Yeah, that's perfect. So let's take a straight line. You can see the purple marker on there, guys. And I even have a setup where I can hold, with one hand on the controller to make sure we're flying exactly straight towards the reticule. And you'll basically see if the satellite is pointing directly towards us when we fly up, then that'll show you it's pointing towards the military base, but it's off. And that'll show you it is definitely not pointing towards the military base. It's pointing somewhere else. We'll figure it out. If you're close to the ground, they won't shoot you, but tanks can still shoot, says Hydra Vibes. Yeah. You see, last time, I think that was a laser, right? The laser came in and took us out. That was crazy. Subscribe to Keemstar joining up. White Dorsky, I shot Lester's bottle of lotion on his nightstand. Oh, man. Alright, so I drove a little bit too far. Let's do a slight U-turn. You can see how it's a little bit off here. We'll do that one more time. Started reading the chat. I think I got a little bit off. Oops. We got this. Trippy Gengar, what's happening, Gengar? Alright, so we're going to line ourselves up perfectly with this satellite. Looks like we got some fog rolling in from Zancudo. How do you say your name? 3LP, 4P, UMP, something Mayor. Let's keep the marker there. Alright, so should be about right there. And okay, so this time we'll stop right when we get there. Okay, perfect. Alright guys, thanks again for joining up. I know a lot of you guys are just getting here. We are following the trail of the satellite dish. So this is going to take us, basically, if there's one place that is pointing us in a certain direction, that's one thing that a lot of people have been looking for. It just pointing us in the right direction. The satellite array is definitely doing that. There's one satellite dish that is pointing in a different direction than the rest. And you constantly have FIB agents and then the scientists there. Not in this game, but the original version. So we're flying right up to it. And you see how it's a little bit off, guys? And this is why we need the PC version. Almost create like an exact line. But right behind us, right there. Who do we have here visiting the satellite dish. What? What's up with this car? I don't think I've ever seen this car here before. All white? Let's take it. So clearly, I mean, the scientists obviously checking this place out. The Albany, Washington, all white. Nice. So like I was saying, in the original version of the game, basically you would have FIB agents accompanying them. Maybe you could have used a forklift to take the jetpack box, says Trippity Doodah. Yeah, I mean, that'd be tough. That would mean you'd have to take the last hitchhiker in the pitchfork or whatever. Not as good as the FIB Buffalo, I gotta say. And we got the all-white chopper. So you have the scientists checking this place out. It's a clear way of showing you there's some importance here. Scientists checking out the satellites, investigating. There's one satellite that is pointing in the other direction. And it's a little bit off. So basically, as you can see, you see how the military base is right there. If you just sit on top of this thing, you can really see it's pointing in a different direction altogether. See, there's the satellite array pointing definitely to the right of Fort Zancudo. So the question is, where is the satellite pointing us towards, guys? Where is this thing pointing us to? Shout out to Guy Legend. What's happening, Guy? Trippy Hex. Trippy Batrone. Looks like Justin Kuhn turned his name to YouTube. Alright. So if you follow the trail of the satellite dish, guys, let's see where it takes us. And there are a couple places in between. I mean, you have that one, you see that house on that, you know, that circle right there? That could be something. Bunch of nothing right about now. Just the desert below us. Looks like a mountain or something. Small mountain. And then basically there's two places that seem to stand out to me as far as exactly where it's pointing to, you know, pinpoint precision. And that is on the top of Mount Josiah, which is a weird location, right? The top of Mount Josiah. I mean, there is nothing up there other than a cougar that will eat you. Or you have the alien towers here. And take a look at these alien towers, right? They're doing yoga. This is another thing, by the way, guys, that they added to the game. Whoa, that chick is doing a handstand. And then boom. You notice that, guys? They died. Okay, one's on the right, still alive. One's on the left, dead. You tell me another place where they're doing yoga and they die, and I'll show you proof. And this is more reason to think that the array is pointing us to this location. You see the guys peacefully doing yoga, right? Doing yoga on top of the water tower. That was not in the original version, they added it. Let's fly over to them. Boom. Dead. And this is why I'm telling you guys that I think there's more to this. This doesn't happen. That's not a glitch. It's meant to happen. It's added into the game. So these guys just die when you fly up to them. There's no other place where you do yoga, or where someone else is doing yoga, at least, where that happens. In my estimation, I'll try to do a little bit more, research on the whole satellite array. I'm gonna reach out to a few people, and yeah, we'll see if we can maybe figure out a direct line to see exactly where that dish is pointing us to. Because if it's pointing to this structure, which it looks like to me, I mean, obviously, a ton of you guys in the live stream right now. Welcome to the live stream for everybody who just showed up. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Gonna be a very epic live stream this evening. And shout out to everybody who's watching the episode after the live stream. We are doing this one live to get everybody's opinions and takes on everything. Obviously, when you fly up to people that just die out of thin air, like The Happening, Gaia Legend saying it's their karma. You guys have bad karma? I mean, they're so young, Gaia. How could they have bad karma already? Shout out to Bubblin' Panda. What's up, Bubblin' Panda, doing the drop dead challenge. So planking, now the drop dead challenge. All right, I want to cross to the other side. Darn it. All right, fine. I probably wasted 2 minutes trying to do this. I'm just going to take the helicopter. Ian Curtis saying, "You mofos going live without me." What's up, Ian? You didn't miss too much. Does say karma all over this thing, that's for sure. True Company. Yeah, it'll be a longer live stream. Basically, the beginning portion is going to be, for the episode in particular. But we do have some stuff we're going to be doing exclusively as part of the live stream. So appreciate all of you guys hanging out live. For any of you guys watching after the stream, I know there's probably a ton of you. Hit the notification button. That'll send you a message when we go live here at the channel. Considering, we're coming down to the end of the playthrough, the 100% playthrough, we're going to have a lot of things going on around that, and then, of course, a lot to do after we do get the 100%. You guys have bad karma? What's up with you guys? Are you really dead? Okay, this chick has what they call a tramp stamp. Let's see. Is there a message on your tramp stamp? Just kidding, guys, for those of you who are taking me serious right now. Alright. So, a couple things to point out. Of course, you have the train. You have a perfect view of Mount Chiliad from here, of course. And you have Fort Zancudo on the other side. But it's a little bit far away. But this is Mount Josiah. So it's the other, kind of alien situation we have right next to Fort Zancudo. Have you picked up the spectrometer? No, True Company. How do I get that? I mean, I got it in the Epsilon missions. They give it to you. So now we come to the next portion of the alien water towers on why, this is really, in my opinion, one of the biggest unanswered locations in the entire game, especially because the satellite array is pointing us here, and there's one other thing that's pointing us here. The special edition map of Grand Theft Auto 5. For those of you who aren't familiar with this map, you only got it if you purchase the special edition of the game, and the secret messages only appear when you take a UV light to it, or a black light. So you have all kinds of hidden messages, of course. And for the Trippy crew, obviously we have the the digital version, so it'll help us out in this case. A lot better than me breaking it out, and just, you guys have to take my word for it. Between the crates, that's a weird message. Rail cabin. I don't think we've ever figured that one out either. Rail cabin. There's a couple on here that's still to this day a little bit odd. But notice this here, guys. CBL equals that weird symbol equals what looks to be an alien head, I guess. Well, CBL is carbon-based life form. This symbol is the omega symbol. So this is all just pointing out omega. But the reason why I show that off, guys, is because this alien head is somewhat close to our our two water towers here. But as you can see, it says they're here. They're here. So that's some crazy stuff, guys. I think that the satellite array, the dish that's pointing the different direction than the rest, is pointing towards right there. Now, these alien heads signify the spaceship parts for the most part. Let's see, there's only a couple. I think there might be one. Yeah, one's here, and there is a spaceship part right there. It's in the, the little garage that they have there. There's not too many of those alien heads around. Okay, here's one. So basically they're showing off the different spaceship parts. This one's definitely a spaceship part right here. So there is a spaceship part right here. But that, that is pretty far away. I mean, this is changes in elevation right there. So up here is like, let me switch it back over. I mean, that's pretty far away, guys. That's way up there. I believe you get it somewhere around there or something. Actually, yeah, it's up there, guys. Maybe it's even over there. I don't remember, but it's pretty freaking far away from the dead people. Shout out to everybody who's just joined up into the live stream. These people died on us out of nowhere. Pretty sure there's something to it. Let's head to the ground level. So basically, you have the satellite dish pointing us here. And I think the big part... Oh, what do we have here? Looks like a hippie bus parked here. Probably nothing behind it. Anybody here? Someone in there? No? Alright. Once again, guys, you tell me if you have any, if you have any theory behind this location. Definitely need all your help for this one. But of course, the big part of that is the they're here. Ill Will Gaming David Feathers saying it's a conspiracy. Trippy Donut. What's up, Trippy Donut? Nice comments. Miles Wooten. What's happening, Miles Wooten? So it says they're here pointing to the alien water tower. So you would think that just means that there's aliens associated with this place. You combine that with all the different artwork that's on the towers. The artwork does line up with the artwork at the alien hippie camp. And at the alien hippie camp, you can find a UFO. So why would they have, the alien hippie camp has the UFO, but a place that says they're here with all of this different artwork. I mean, look at this. This has to be some sort of alien tantric sex or something, right? Look at the look on this one's head. He likes it. I like it. So this, why does this not point us towards a UFO itself? Unless you guys think it's pointing us to the Zancudo UFO, which is way over there. That doesn't seem to be right. All these different symbols can be associated back to the alien hippie camp, guys. So we've looked at this place before plenty of times. I'm sure you guys have maybe even done your own investigations of this place before. But it comes down to the fact that with everything pointing us here, and it even saying they're here, how have we never been able to do something at this particular location? So you have the cave, and you have this spot right here. The cave I'm speaking of, guys, is the Altruist Camp Cave. Not too far away from here.